Hello, you beautiful nerds. As you can see, we're playing Loophero, not the demo, but the full game. It's finally here. I'm so excited. So in Loophero, in case you don't know, the Lich has thrown the world into a timeless loop and plunged its inhabitants into never-ending chaos. With an expanding deck of mystical cards, place enemies, buildings, and terrain along each unique expedition loop for the brave hero. It's like a procedural, I kind of want to say roguelite. It's really cool. We're going to be starting a new run here. Whoop. I like the animation for that. And yeah, so we're going to have to go around, defeat monsters. It's an auto battler, but we got to pick what equipment and some details that go on. Eventually we get able to camp and everything. It's really, really cool game. I'm loving it since I played it during the Steam Game Festival. And today it's actually been the most successful video I've ever had on my channel. Like over 500 views. I'm kind of shocked. But I just want to jump in. Let's do this, guys. Ready? Start. Love the art. The stars in the sky are going out, one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there's still hope. I need to make it before it's too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who's willing to do the impossible. Love that shot of the hero. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head's killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. To change between adventure and traveling the world and planning, we can just click spacebar and it'll do that. Time goes up top here. We'll rush through the tutorial. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. Such thing as night still even exists without a sky, of course. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of the screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remembered this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Alright, traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Alright. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of this thing that's not fully digested. Alright, we now do 4 to 6 extra damage. I think I remember there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories? Or do they belong to that slime? You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. Alright, we got a grove, which means we go through it, we'll get some wood. Well, a piece of wood that's stable anyways. And then we can collect enough of those and we'll have an actual usable piece of wood for our camp. It also spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Now, bigger and badder enemies are a good thing because you'll get better loot from them, generally speaking. Forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, and a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten like a bad dream. Or remembered as a bad... Ah, damn! It's good that nobody's listening. Alright, we got a forest and a rock. Plus 2 HP, and 2 more for every adjacent rock or mountain. And a forest, plus 1% hero attack speed. Ooh. Has that always been that way? I think that's a new card. Oh, an extra damage and 10% counter. Yoink! You can get new items and cards during battle, as you've probably already noticed. Some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over them or the item, you can inspect the properties. Equip a new weapon and place a new card on the mat. Alright. Right in the middle. Ooh, gets us a piece of wood. Look at that. Stable wood. Great. So, there was a mountain over there, and here's a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you'll need later on, but not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. Okay. Interesting. Apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and turns... and thus suitably... can't read. Apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and thus suitable for building despite the shapelessness of the world. Now these are fully usable. There are smaller pieces that you have to collect that will turn into them. The amounts needed different for each piece. I think it's time to get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a loot path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safe to do so. Retreat to the camp by pressing the button. Alright, we gotta keep our 1 and 1. It's cold and dark here. Small fire can solve both those problems. Alright, we can now build. Nice place to set up camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stone to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and place it. Alright, and there is a lot we can build. The demo only had like the first few items, so I'm super excited to get everything accessible. Expedition! Congratulations, you've beaten that annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition. Or not, do as you wish. I do enjoy the humor of the game. Alright. Start. Now the path will be bigger. This path. Everything's wrong. But I remember. It looks like a completely different place. It's empty again. No, my actions have any meaning, do they? Please say they do. I think they do. At least for a little while, right? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I'm the worst savior of all. Let's do it. Got a nice quantity of slimes to fight. Hopefully this one gives us a sword right away. So there's the green bars, your health. Then there's the blue bar is your action timer. And then there's the gray bar, which is your stamina. Alright, let's add the regen and the armor. Armor just gives us more hit points. But now, as you can see right in the bottom right here, 4 to 6 damage, we have 87 more max health, and we regen 0.6 HP per second. Well, they're the same. At least we got a shield. I like to see my backpack contents. See, this is what I was talking about here. This is a preserved pebbles. Small stones that still remember how the world used to look. When you hold them, you're able to vaguely remember it for a few seconds too. 10 pieces of pebbles from 1 preserved wood. All right, let's get extra 4 to 6 damage. Ooh, here we go. We got more rocks. We got a meadow and a grove and a battlefield. Oh yeah, battlefields get us chests. They need to spawn each time. So I'm going to put it right after the start. Also, once you fill up this bottom bar here, that means the map's complete and the boss will show up. The Lich that shows up on this stage has all the tiles around it become Lich's palaces. They make for each one they get 5% hit points and attack boost. They're already going to be powerful, so we're going to fill this in as much as possible. All right, I'll take a meadow. As for the grove, There are cards to destroy them, so if you get a chance, you can prevent it from being too bad of an issue with all the palaces. If you get Oblivion cards, like this one right here. That was perfect timing. Erases monsters from the road and erases any established tiles already on it. Right. Another meadow. Meadows are hit points per day. They give you 2 per day cycle. Mind you, if you can have them beside something, they change. Like that. And then they become the better meadow, a blooming meadow, and they give you 3 instead. Alright, we got a cemetery, which will let us, besides spawning a skeleton every 3 days, it will also let us get stone. Alright. I'm going to put the spiders over here. And the cemetery right here. It'll prevent a Lich's palace. Plus, it's coming off of the camp, you'll be the best health you will. They'll give us a chance to heal before fighting them. This early in the game, skeletons can be hit or miss, whether they're tough. Probably won't be too bad. 8 to 12. Wow, that's a big jump. Oh, we got a road lantern. Oh, it's a mimic. I wonder if that's because it's in a cemetery. Level 3 shield. We get double the defense, plus we do 2 damage and 11% vampirism. Hecka nice. That's really good. Alright, we'll put that meadow down there. I'm going to put a road lantern here to make sure we don't get too many on this area. With the spiders, they quickly get up to the 4 monster limit that you can fight. That'll limit it to 3 for all those tiles. Evasion. Ooh. Ah! And it turned into the mountain peak, which now gives us harpies. Harpies are pretty powerful, but they give good loot. Although this is the earliest I've ever had that show up. I usually try to make it out of all mountains. I didn't realize it could be that big a mix of stone as well. Counter instead of regen. I'll keep the regen for now. Alright, so far, so good. Yeah, most monsters will stay on the tile they're spawned from, with the exception of those rat wolves that come from the forest there. Already got a beacon. Plus 40% movement speed within its range, plus 20% attack speed for all. That could be kind of like a double-edged sword. Because if we're fighting lots of numbers, they could really mess us up. We haven't seen any vampire houses yet, like vampire dens. Or, I think they're called mansions. I always think of them as dens. Vampires in this universe aren't the bad guys, though. Oh, got a goblin city. That was our 10th stone there. And/or mountain tile. So now that we have those, we got 1 goblin city. I kind of wish it spawned near this area or over here where I could throw down another lantern when we get it. I put it here. I wonder if I'll go to that tile or that tile. It'd be cool if it filled up both. I want that to be the vampire. You know what? I'll get another set going down here. And an extra 2 to 4 damage. Nice. Kicking butt. Taking names. There's a chest. And it's not a mimic. Oh, a level 4. 2 damage to all and an extra 13 evasion. Bye-bye. 0.6 regen. Ooh, and magic. So the item have limits. Regular gray background is just 1 thing. If it's a light blue, it's got 1 magic enchantment beyond its normal, so rings would have 2. If it's the yellow here, it gets 2 magic enchantments, and if it's gold, I call it legendary, it gets 3 enchantments. Usually, less enchantments are a little bit more powerful. It's almost like the magic's weaker to get more, but still usually worth getting the really advanced one. So this one gives us 248 more hit points, which is better than the 88. 4% faster attack, and another 13% counter. We lose 9 evasion, though. Personally, evasion's my favorite. Alright. We're getting some pretty good draws. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Vampire Mansion. Getting one of those over at the start might be a good idea too, just so that we don't have to worry about a tile from the boss with the Lich. And the Lich will never have the vampire in the fight, in my experience. Alright, we got another beacon and a mountain. I'll put the mountain over here because every mountain touching this gets us extra 5 HP. I wonder if that's 10 then, because it's supposed to be 5 for this. But I'm guessing maybe this doesn't count Mountain Peak, in which case it's just 5. We put it there. Good coverage. And you don't have to worry about your backpack filling up, because it cycles through and then out, and then we get some resources for it. Back off, human. A vampire. Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I'd be glad to offer it. No more lands. No more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. I love the art. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I'll set this crumbled world right. Right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone. In the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. I don't think he's the good guy he pretends to be. Good source of loot, usually. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements to prosper. But this won't do at all. Now they are just the pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Ooh, we got another rock. Mountain or rock targets. Okay, so we can put this over by this here. Doop. Another cemetery. All right, we only have to cover up 1, 2, 3, 4 more tiles to keep the Lich's palace at bay. And the Lich will be at his default strength, which is, he's a powerful boss regardless, so it's not like it's going to make him super easy. He'll still be a bit of an inconvenience. Ooh. 3 defense, 4% attack speed, and 1.2 regen. But we lose 13 evade. I don't like losing all the evade. I like the regen. I'm going to do it for now. Mainly because now our health goes up. Stop! Where do these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want?
Goblin must roam. No other order in the world.
Fair enough. Guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh wait, I do have one. How about... Hiya! Goblins are fast little mofos. And this leader guy, killing one of the people on the... or one of the other monsters, gives him that plus 30% damage boost. Ooh. It's 2 less max damage to the one I'm hitting, but 4 damage to all targets. And seeing as we got lots of spiders on the map, that's probably a good thing. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests.
No.
What do you mean, no?
You want to save world. You want to ask for help. Answer is no.
How did you... But why no?
We see far. We see deep inside. For a long time there has been just emptiness instead of sky. But it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees own way of saving world. That's why no one will ever join you.
Fine, I don't fully understand it. But tell me your version. What does to save the world mean to you?
My progeny and my kin, for them to be strong and live. It's a part of cycle life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving young. And life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one.
I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need.
I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. It's time to say goodbye.
She could eat all the things we kill. I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming a source of another. There's no home for harpies except for the highest mountains. There's no food there. Can't imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut from reality. Alright, we got 10 defense, 4 magic damage. Our magic damage goes up by 8. Our defense goes up by 2. And we get 2 more magic damage. We lose the vampirism. I don't like losing that vampirism. That's all we got right now. I think we're sticking with what we got. As much as I like the idea of the magic damage. Because that would be us doing 24 to 30 damage. Alright, let's get this rock out. Another battlefield. Battlefields are great for the treasures. I usually like to have them right in front of the base, but I'm thinking right here. It eats up one of the slots for the Lich's palace, but it also prevents the interaction. Like if you have the spaces overlapping, you have it'll change the ground. Like if I put one here and then I put one here, we'd have 3 lanes of bloody path, I believe. And then you get blood clot monsters spawning and stuff. They're much more dangerous. That does sound pretty nice though. Right. Right there, and then I can put it there. We'll have the Ghost of Ghosts appearing for these spots. If I get another one of these. Anyway, I'm going to go for it. On the hope for better loot. Another beacon. Alright. Putting it up here would be a bad idea. There we go. That's pretty good. Basically, anywhere like there's something that's super fast, getting that boost, it can really screw you over. 7 damage to all. Not bad. Like, if we can get damage to all high enough, we can basically be killing multiple things at once. Alright, we get a meadow here. Start filling in the center a little bit. Ooh, a level 5. 3 regen. 360 extra max health, too. We're now getting 4.2 HP per second. I believe that counts in battle as well. It's actually not that bad. There's also some talk that the higher equipment you get, the better the equipment you can get. I don't know if that's true, though. Level 4 damage ring. You can tell by the ring because it's a thorn ring. This ring down here is a counter ring. This one's like an evasion. There's one that looks like a bat on it. It's the vampiric ring. 2 damage to all and 7, or 2 magic damage and 7 damage to all. So our magic goes up to 4, and then our damage to all goes to 11. We lose 3 defense, 1.2 regen. Might not be that bad. You know what? Yeah, for the damage to all. Same damage, less damage to all, but more attack speed. It's only 8%. 8% is not that much. I've personally always felt that the attack speed ones are really weak. Alright, our max hit points getting up there. At 848. Ooh, harpy. That's what we're talking about. A ritualistic sword. Magic damage. We lose. That's a big increase in damage. 4 to 8. More damage. Plus 7 magic damage. Our damage to all goes down, though. Hopefully we'll find another damage to all. No, alright. Meadow. Spiders are pretty weak enemies. They're actually one of the first things I removed from my deck. Road lantern. Perfect. And we only got 2 more spots to fill in. Another vampire mansion. Alright. Oh wait, we got 2 meadows. Let's see, because I do want improvement. There we go. That way we get the modified version. That extra hit point a day can really make a difference. Ooh, we're now got like 22 stone or rock, like I'll just say stone tiles, whether it's mountain or rock, or this one here, because we just got a second goblin camp. I was kind of hoping it'd be like one of these 2 spots. If we get another one of these, we'll have it overlap. The downside is these 2 or the tile where it double overlap, that's 2 less instead of just 1 less. Now right now we don't get anything for killing the guys besides the cards. There's an upgrade inside our base camp. 8 vampirism, evasion, and 7 counter. We lose the damage to all, though. Vampirism goes up to 19%. It's kind of tempting. I like the damage to all, but we're not fighting huge numbers. Yeah, let's go for it. The counter will give us an increased chance of extra attacks. The evasions will help prevent getting hit. I wish he was smart enough to go for the big leader guy first. Oh, left him at 1. Oh, what's that? Orb of Expansion, a physical manifestation of expanding space in the form of a little sphere. 1.2 regen and 5 damage to all. 3 HP per second is not bad. wonder if we can get more than one harpy tower. Now, if you do get a card that you want to save for a later time, you can reorder these however you want. Like, I like to try to keep it so the quality, like the magic ones stay longer. Or if there's like maybe an ability I want for the boss fight, if I'm planning to leave after I win the boss fight, I might keep one that gives increased, like really high magic damage, say, and replace something that had damage to all. Because damage to all helps when there's lots, but against the boss, you definitely want focused damage. Alright, another spider den. Okay. Oh, here comes another harpy. Yeah, I took the little gobo out. Now we take the rat wolf. 130 damage. They've changed the base numbers of some of these weapons. Damage seems to go up a lot faster in the full version. That's what, 4 damage more? Not worth losing that 7 magic damage then, because that'd be 3. This one is 6 to 8 more though, which averages the same as what I've got. Although magic damage, I think ghosts are resistant to physical. So I'm pretty sure when you're attacking ghost, it seems to do less. I want to try to do another 3x3 all-in mountains and see if we'll get us another harpy. Like, harpies are pretty decent things. Ooh, a level 6. We lose a regen and we get 8 defense. All for like 152 hit points. Not worth it in my book. That regen counts for a lot more. Ooh, a vampiric jacket. 340 with 12% vampirism. It's a level behind in power. If that was a level 6, it'd probably be like 500 or so hit points, thereabouts. And the vampirism might even be 13-14%. That I would have changed. But as it is, no. Looking at any of the equipment freezes combat, just so you know. You probably noticed already, but figured I'd put it out there. Alright. Let's see. So we'll put it here to maximize what he can give. And we got a meadow. I don't know if these have stacking stats. I don't normally play with them just because... Ooh, a 5. Upgrade to our shield. 6 more defense. We get 4 damage to all. 4% attack speed and 1.8 regen. Very nice. We lose the 11 vampirism. But we'll still have like 7 or 8%. Sorry. We're not doing bad. No. Level 4. This is a regen ring. Sorry, no, that's a counter ring with regen on it. 1.2 regen ain't great. And it only gives us 5% more counter. Like, it's not bad. Alright. We can do another meadow. And we got a rock, so we can do that. And another cemetery. Why not? Normally I prefer having towns beside vampires, but we don't have towns unlocked yet. That's a magic damage ring. See, keeping this for the boss fight might be worth dropping whatever I have. Like, if it was a bit more powerful, but the potential is there. Oh, we got another vampire mansion. Oh, I didn't want to put that there. Oh, well. I wanted to leave these 3 open for when we get another battlefield. You could always get rid of it with one of the Oblivions. Because as it is, there's only going to be one spot for the Lich's tower to show up, or Lich's palace. And I got an Oblivion for that. We're doing good. We got a grove. Another Oblivion. Here we go. We're up to 3 pieces of wood. Not bad. The quality of our loot seems to have balanced out a bit. Ooh, here we go. Treasury. Once we surround this, gargoyles will start showing up. I think I'll put it here. I wish I hadn't put that one mountain in. We could have put it there and it'd be part of that. But oh well. Put a meadow beside it. Ooh, 4 goblins. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're fast enough where it's a pain. Ooh, level 5 ring. 5 defense, 12 attack speed. No. 20% of counter. If that was evasion, I'd probably go for it. Alright, we're about halfway there on the treasury. 3 goblins and a rat wolf. Ooh, we're staying about half health again. Ooh, vampiric ring. 9 evade, 9 vampirism. We lose 7 counter. Another beacon. Ooh, battlefield. So, the road that overlaps will change here. We now got blood path. Every 4 days, a blood clot spawns. Right. Can't remember how tough blood clots are. All right. Ooh, level 6. Lots of defense. Definitely seems like the items have been upgraded for their base stats. 22 counter. Wait, what I'm looking for. All right. Oh no! Oh no! I should have been paying attention to this. Had I waited till I gone through, we would have got one more loop. And I wouldn't be at half health fighting him. On the plus side, we got rid of his boost, so he won't be extra powerful, but I don't think we're going to win. How is this even possible? That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Do you really think not? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I've consumed all. Its elements now rests in a separate dimension.
spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They all shower until entropy die, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course.
You're insane.
So, what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what's happening, right?
I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it.
You're just the first in a series of systemic errors, a problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret.
I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. All right, here we go. I'm a little worried because we're at half health. And he's at 690 health. He does 100 damage every 3-ish seconds. On the plus side, we took out all of his boosts. Ow, 82, that hurts. Yeah, this is not looking good. We had much better evade, maybe. Well, better than I thought. But not by much. Evasion, vampirism. We lose the counter though. 1% each isn't worth it. Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on. 2 hits. No! One more hit would have got him. We almost killed each other. No! You've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Retreat, you keep 30% of all resources found. So we lose 3 sticks, 2 wood, 3, 1. Oh my god, we lose so much. We only keep 30% of what we collected. I can't believe we were so close. I should have waited before. Had I waited until we passed the home base, I think we would have been able to win. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody! The boys managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did he come from? Is there still a place without darkness? This is my favorite character so far. I love her art style. We don't know where we came from. Or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day, and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families. And maybe even ourselves. My name is Yoda. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything's forgotten. But wait, you said that I managed to return. That means you remembered I was here. Yeah, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. Well, there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us. And we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, Leaving the group is too dangerous. I'll ask no such thing of you for now. I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. Aw. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are the few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away. And can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now let's expand our base. We can get a field kitchen. Plus 10% the campfire's healing powers. Unlocks the Blood Grove card. 10% I think is more for the basic version. We got enough for that. We're shy on food for the herbalist hut. And we're shy on steel, I'm guessing. Yep, stable metal. We're 6 stable metal shy of getting the smithy. So let's get that field kitchen.
Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier, huh? What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of good stew.
Alright. We can upgrade buildings, but it's expensive. We're 7 wood, 2 stone, power, food, and 1 more of those pieces of change, was it? Or expanding space, that's what it was. So that's all we can get this time. The hero restores 3% of his max HP upon entering the campfire. And now it's... I wonder if that counts the 10%. Anyways, we got a new card. Expedition. Alright. Blood Grove and Chrono Crystals. Okay, get rid of Beacon. At the Blood Grove. And I'm thinking get rid of spiders to get the Chrono Crystals. Chrono Crystals let you get 2 days for all the tiles surrounding it. Oh wait, I have enough room for that. Okay, we don't have to get rid of anything. Except for the beacon. I don't like the beacon. Mainly because I like to have lots of monsters on the map. Alright. Our class stats are still the same. Plus 2% damage for each second of the fight. Interesting. Do 1 more run and then we'll call it. Actually, you know what? I just saw the time there. I think we're going to call it here, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you dig Loophero as much as I do, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what you think of the game. Strategies that you think are advantageous. I know about making the Blood Grove a Hungry Grove by disconnecting it from a forest. Blood Groves, then you only have to get the boss down to 20% health, I believe, and then the Grove eats them. But I've never really done that approach before. Anyways, you can catch me live Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Twitch TV/Litlclutch, where I stream a variety of games with a bit of a focus on retro RPGs and indie titles. Right now, I think we're about to be starting Greedfall or Breath's Edge. It's the 2 that I'm teetering between. We just finished doing the new Tomb Raider series. Rise was the best of those in my opinion. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, stay awesome.